Hey internet, long time since the last vlog. I apologize for that. Been enmeshed in the HSC selection process for the 2016-2017 volunteers, and I've let some of my social media duties fall by the wayside. If you've been following on the Facebook page or on Twitter, you will have seen a pretty steady stream of content about the medical records project for Kukuo. That's all great news. It's good for us to have concrete information about that out in the world. But we've sort of let the storytelling about our other volunteers, that is, volunteers aside from Rebecca Chikowski, who's carrying forward the medical records project, we've neglected that storytelling. And our other volunteers are doing incredibly important work. So I'm starting today by talking with Naduah Wheeler about the work she's been doing in Ghana. And I'm just going to let her tell a little bit about that. And since she's been doing a lot and she might forget some of it, I'm going to prompt her with questions about all of the work. So anyway, Naduah, what have you been up to?
So many things. So the majority of my work is the social media. So we've established the Sontaba Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which is updated usually daily, sometimes not if I completely space out. We've also been training the Sontaba staff so that eventually they'll be able to take over social media and be in charge of their own storytelling, which would be really exciting. I've been working on the Sontaba website redesign, and by the end of March, hopefully we'll have a new website, which will be really exciting, with working emails and a working donate button, because we now have a way to receive online donations after 2 months of really hard work of getting us eligible to receive donations, which means we'll also be able to release the promotional video I made 2 months ago to promote Sontaba and talk about our work. So all of those are really exciting things. We're also starting to plan the Sontaba 10-year anniversary event, which will be in April, which is super exciting for Sontaba and me because I get to plan an event and I like organizing. So I'm excited to organize all of the things.
What sort of shape is the event taking? What's that going to look like?
Yeah, so right now it looks like it's going to be a series of bands. We're hoping to get a lot of female musicians, particularly female musicians from the north. And we're also going to hopefully have like short videos, including the one that I made and maybe some others, to play during the set changes to remind people what the event is about. We're going to sell tickets to help fundraise, and it'll also be an opportunity to create connections and relationships with local business owners and local musicians and local people in Tamale as well to raise awareness about our work. So
sort of like a benefit concert for women's
benefit
rights.
concert, promotional event, fundraising, all good things.
Cool.
We're really
And
excited.
our artists so far seeming interested?
Yeah, so far people seem really interested. A venue already offered to maybe host. I have to confirm with them, but they seem really excited. A lot of the people I know in Tamale already seem really excited. Someone I know who has band connections seems really excited about it. People seem pretty stoked to help out because Sontaba is a great organization. So when they hear about it, they are like, great, let's do it. Like, that sounds awesome, because it's such a small organization.
Right. But one that's been around for approaching 10 years doing great work, despite people not necessarily knowing about it. And so that's part of the work that Naduah's been doing, raising awareness about it. I think she did an admirable job summarizing all of that work so concisely that it sort of made it sound easy, but it hasn't really been.
It's been so many
easy,
months.
Right?
It's been so long. Like the website itself has been 3 months in the making of finally getting to a point where I feel like we'll start designing a new website, because that got really complicated. The donations are over 2 months and we're still waiting for
I think it'd be worth explaining to folks who aren't in Ghana why some of those things took so long. So because it really is a service that we are providing to get Sontaba online in these ways. But I think maybe not everyone would understand why we can provide that service. So like, why has it taken so many months to deal with the website. Maybe you can explain some of that.
So the issue is essentially, and this is something that we run into in the States, of people who don't really know how the internet works, and so you pay people to do it for you, because that's how, the economy works, is you pay people to do services that you don't understand. The problem being that years ago, when SomeTopic created the website, they paid someone to make it and stuff, and they don't understand how any of it really works, because the difference between owning a domain, hosting it, and the design part is all different. And so we've been trying to navigate sort of like, who owns our domain, when is the hosting up, can we change those things, trying to work with the designer to get access to the codes, finding out that actually we don't own the domain, it's registered under his name, and so now starting to figure out how we can own the domain, if he's willing to sell it to us, if it will become open for access when our hosting runs out in March. So it's been a lot of internet sleuthing to figure out what is actually going on with our websites, and SomeTopic was just pretty unaware, because he offers a good service for people who don't understand how the internet works. He offers a comprehensive package, but it makes it really difficult to change later.
And it sounds like he actually registered the domain for himself rather than for SomeTopic.
Yeah, I think because since his whole thing seems to sort of be for people who really don't understand how it works, he just offers the easiest method, and the easiest here's how you don't accidentally destroy your website method, which is valid, because if people don't know what they're doing and they delete one line of code, they could absolutely destroy it. So he offers sort of this very easy, basic, get on the internet package that is good when you're first starting out, but really difficult to customize or change later on.
Right, and now that SomeTopic has a relationship with an organization that can bring a steady stream of volunteers who might know a little bit more.
And now that we have a working donate button, because ours doesn't work right now on our website. Right. So that was an issue.
Time to get that going. Well, anyway, we're probably about at the point where we should begin wrapping things up, but there's still more that you've done that you haven't even talked about. Naduah has also been working with me directly on a lot of the sort of internal HSC structures and documents, and she's got a natural inclination toward copy editing, graphic design, formatting in particular.
Weird, boring organizational things. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
I have this weird history of taking on projects myself and then having to do, I don't know, flyers and documents for the organization, and then having people come on later who have some sort of graphic design experience or interest, and finding themselves horrified at what I put together. And that streak has continued with Naduah. So anyway, I'm happy to pass those tasks on to people who are actually good at them. Anyway, that'll be all for today, I think. As I mentioned, we've been putting a steady stream of content out about our medical records project. If you have somehow avoided seeing that, you should check it out. We're doing some really cool work in Kukuo related to free health screenings and fixing some of the glitches in the data collection and storage there that are allowing people to have greater access to the healthcare system, basically. Aside from that, lots of exciting stuff coming up. We'll be announcing the next HSC team in the coming months. You should stay tuned for that. And I think I will say that's all for now. So, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.